同学们好.
老师好。
Welcome, welcome. It is the 25th of July. This is class 4 of our series on the 49 form. Last week
September.
Say again?
You said July. Just kidding.
Thank you. Yes. The 25th of September. Boy, yeah, time flies. Uh, and last week we reviewed the first section. We'll practice that a few times. This week we're going to start on the second section. That'll take us through the rest of this month, and we'll finish with the 49 in October. I mean, this month still being September. The essential for the month, to just remind you, this is the last time we'll be talking about it in this class, is use intent, not force. And the theme of that really is to be relaxed, which is to have internal extension. And I mention that just so that you can use that as a theme. If you're looking for something to think about, to set an intention for a given practice, that's one of the things you can do. One of the things Master Young always starts with is like, what's the reason? Before you learn things, why are we learning that? So the reason to be relaxed, which this essential is all about, is that you can be light and agile. And if you can be light, then you can move. And if you can move, you can change. And if you can change, you can neutralize what your opponent's doing. Now, for most of us, the relaxation and the lightness and the agility actually is for health. It's not for martial arts, but the benefits are there nonetheless. So let us begin with the 25 warm-ups, because we'll then practice the form, and we won't have the first section of the traditional form to help us get warmed up. So let us begin, feet shoulder width apart. We're beginning to hopefully get the hang of the 25 warm-ups. Hey Laura, welcome. We're just starting our warm-ups. So feet shoulder width apart. I will be mirroring you. So looking to left and right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4. Head forward, back. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4. Head side to side. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4. Flapping palms. 7, 8. Arm in front of the body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4. Flapping in. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4. Flapping out. 7, 8. From in front of the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4. Shoulders twist. 7, 8. So start with the arms straight out from your chest. Make a big circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4. And reverse. 7, 8. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4. Arms push apart. 7, 8. Bend the knees. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4. Flapping palms. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2. Flap at the side. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4. Push up and do down. 7, 8. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4. Flap left and right. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. And back. 5, 6, 7, 8. To the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Flap in front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4. Arms stretch, rotate, step to the corner, arms out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4. Step to the right, step, step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4. Clench fist jump, step to square. Always start on the left leg. Clench fist jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3. Heel step out. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4. Push up and down. 7, 8. Step out with the heel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4. Step back, arms out. 7, 8. So step back with the right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4. Step back, pull down. 7. Same footwork. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4. Step back, hands clap. 7. Keep the footwork going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4. Tiptoe back swing. 7, 8. Lift the heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4. Marching step. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, and 8 more. 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and stop. Good, good, good. So we'll practice the 49 from the beginning. I'll call out where the changes are. I won't give many cues. We'll go through the first section and into the beginning of the second section, which is cross hands, embrace tiger, diagonal single whip. And it's after diagonal single whip that we then do this week's new transition, which is into fist under elbow. But we'll get to that later, so let's practice that. Think if there are any movements that you want to discuss, hear more about, and we'll get to that. So 49 form. Young family 49 form, prepare. Opening. Grass bird's tail. Ward off, left. Ward off, right. Roll back. Press. Push. Single whip. Transition. Single whip. Now we go into cloud hands from the second section. 1, 2, 3, and single whip. Still keep going with the sequence. Next will be high pat on horse. Separation kick. Right. Transition. Right separation kick. Left separation kick. Transition. Left separation kick. Turn body. left heel kick, left brush knee. This is still in the standard sequence, but here there's a change. Hand strums the lute. Another new transition, high pat on horse. Now we're in the third section where there's a thrust palm. After high pat on horse, turn body cross kick. Now we jump back to the second section from the right heel kick, strike tiger to the left. Right. Right heel kick, turn the body to the side. Still just the same sequence from the second section. Twin fists, boxing opponent's ears. Keep going, left heel kick. But now there's a change. We're going to do a turn body chop with fist. So full body turn, but chop with fist. Now punch to the groin. New transition to apparent closing up. And now we're downhill into the traditional form's third section. Cross hands. Embrace tiger. Return to the mountain. Roll back. Press. Push. Diagonal single whip. And after here we'll do a new transition later in the class, which will be fist under elbow. So stop here. Okay. Any questions about any of those movements that you'd, either a specific question or a movement that you'd just like to review again, hear about again?
Turn body chop with fist, which first of all, I only did a half a turn. So
Right.
I ended up totally in the wrong place.
Okay.
But the arms are still swirly.
Okay. Good.
The transition to the chop.
Okay. So let's just review that, and so I should have put my little marker out so that we know which direction I'm going. So that's the front, 12 o'clock is over there, south. So we've done the left heel kick, and so from here we're going to do turn body chop with fist. So we're going to start in the same way that we start the turn body chop with fist in the traditional form, except that we don't turn the left hand over. The left hand just stays where it is. We turn around. We land on the left foot with the ball. The arms are going to be outstretched. Then as we shift back our weight, the right hand comes down, make a fist, right foot steps out, chop. And when the chop lands, the left hand gets to the shoulder. Then it's turn body chop, the usual shift forward weight, right fist to the hip, left strikes out. So Donna, how does that fit with how it worked out for you?
So this just comes in then.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't go
And so
through.
the one thing to notice, and this is for this turn body and the one in the traditional form, is this is one of the turns where we turn on one foot and land on the other foot. So we're pivoting on the ball. And so you're pivoting on the right foot and landing on the left foot. So here you pivot. When you get here, you're going to come down on the left foot, landing on the left foot, shifting your weight all the way onto the left foot. Yes, and as your weight comes to the left, you're making that chop movement. So let me just watch all of you doing that movement for a couple of times. There's two things that are key about this movement. One is just body mechanics. It's doing the spin and controlling it. And that, you know, some days you can do it, some days you can't, some years you can, some years you can't. But so for that, so, you know, we'll just, you know, just work on that spin. But when you land, and you've landed here and you've shifted your weight over, the next thing that we should talk about is making sure that the arm, the upper and the lower body coordination is correct. So I'm not going to talk about the spin here. We're just going to walk it around, because what I notice some of us are doing is we do the spin and then suddenly, you know, something happens with the arms and then we're done. So I'd like to just make sure we break it down into the pieces. So if the front for me is the front for you, we're just going to walk this around, right? So we started with the left heel kick. We come around. The arms don't change. And now we're on the left foot. Weight is on the left foot. We're looking to the east, which is the 3 o'clock direction. Arms are out. And so now let's just focus on what the arms are going to do. Then we'll coordinate with the legs. So the first thing is the right arm is going to come down in front of the tummy, make a fist, and chop out. So that's what the right arm is going to do, right? So forget about the left. Right's going to come down, make a fist, chop. Again, so it's out, palm out. It's going to come down, make a fist at the bottom, and then chop out. That's what the right is doing. At the same time, what the left is going to do is it's just going to come from out to in front of your left shoulder. So it's just going to do this short little movement in the time that the right hand is doing this big circle and chop. So I want you to practice starting here, moving the arms each at a constant speed and finishing them at the same time. Yes. So just do that a couple of times. You start with the arms out. The right arm is going to come down, make a fist, chop out. Slowly, slowly, the left is coming in at the same time. And let me just watch for that one more time. Right's coming down. Okay. The one thing I want to talk about with the right arm, and this applies, and this will help with your traditional form practice as well, because this is true for turn body chop with fist, is pie sin chui. The word in Chinese is a mace. A mace is a weapon that's essentially a rod with a great big ball on the end. I want you to imagine that your forearm is the mace, your fist is a ball, so it's going to come down, and the movement I want you to make is this smooth swing up. So from in front of your stomach, it's going to swing up and out. I don't want you to bring it to here and pop it out. It's just swinging around. It's this big thing that your elbow moves a little bit and swings your whole forearm coming around. So what you might want to do is just feel this swinging movement. Almost just swing your forearm in a circle, right? This is the movement. Your elbow isn't going to go far. Your elbow doesn't go far. It's mostly the forearm and the fist. Comes down, makes a fist pop. And it finishes out here, nose height, face, the back of the hand is chopping to your opponent's face. Yes, that's looking good. And then at the same time that all this action is happening, the right arm is just coming in here. This is a difficult kind of, yeah, and so one of the things that I want you to work on is, one of the characteristics of Yang style is that the speed is constant. We don't speed up and slow down. So when you do this circle, I'd like you to try and keep the speed constant. So this is doing it at a constant speed. I'll show you now what some of us are doing, which is we come to here and then we go boom, and it goes quick, it speeds up. Right? So just keep it constant, because we're not actually hitting anybody. Just bring it down in front of the tummy and pop it. Nice, Donna. Yeah, yeah. Right. So
not as much fun.
Not as much fun. True, true. Okay, so let's just make sure that we're there again. So let's we're starting from the left heel kick, going to 3 o'clock. We're going to do a spin, but we're just going to walk it around. We're going to end up facing 3 o'clock again to the east. Left foot is to the corner. So now the right arm is going to come down and the left arm is going to come to the shoulder. While that happens, you're going to step out with the right foot and get the heel down. So the coordination is, as your arms are doing this movement, you're bringing the right foot in and stepping it out. Heel touch, and remember, because we're going to go into single whip, we're stepping shoulder width apart. This is not an empty stance here, it's shoulder width apart, because then we go into this strike here. Good. So let's do that all together. So we're starting, looking to the east, 3 o'clock, standing on the right leg, keeping the hands the same, walk it around. So we're back looking at 3 o'clock, and our right foot is sort of out because we spun on our right foot. So bring down the right hand, bring in the right foot, step out, chop, heel touch. Now move your weight forward, bring the right fist to the hips and strike out. And when you're forward, just check, I want you to check the angle of your torso. So this is a normal bow stance. Your torso is inclined in line with your back leg. So we're not here, we're here. So there's a slight lean here. Okay, let's do it again. So we've done the left heel kick. So walk it around. Shift your weight onto the left foot. Now the right hand comes down, makes a fist chop as the left heel touches, then shift forward, punch. How's that feel now?
JP, wouldn't we start the movement of the arms as we're shifting our weight to our left?
Ah, good question, Donna. Let me see. The thing is, yes, you would technically, it's as you finished your spin and you come here, the body is already moving. That's giving the impetus.
Okay.
So if you do the spin, yeah. Since we're walking it around, we just started like that. So yes. Now, the one thing that I would consider is you don't want to move too quickly as you shift your weight to the left, because you've got to keep it all the way out to the chop at the end. So you've got to meter it out. Good point.
Yeah, the tricky part is doing the turn slow enough.
Yes.
And still getting around.
Yeah.
And staying on the foot, because I notice when Nancy does it too, she touches, then she shifts away,
yes,
as opposed to falling into it.
Yeah, right. And so just to underline what Donna said there, So we're doing the spin. We're still on the right foot. Then we shift the weight to the left. Everything initiates chop.
You are.
Yeah, well,
That's the goal.
on a good day.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Okay, so let's actually, again, to just help bed this stuff in, let's do this, go into this little sequence. We'll go backwards a little bit from twin fists, which we know from the second section. So we've done twin fists, so we're in a right bow stance to the southeast. What's that? 10:30. So we're in twin fists. Okay, and now just one of the things, just release that posture. I just noticed something out of the corner of my eye. One of the things to look out for is when we do twin fists. This is one way of doing twin fists, and this is another way of doing twin fists. So try and drop your elbows.
Yeah.
One of the things that we talk about, sink the shoulders, drop the elbows. Master Young recently had a very nice image. He said, think about a power line that's hanging between two pylons, and you want the sag of the power line. So when you're punching here, imagine one pylon is your shoulder, the other pylon is your wrist, and your arm is just this line that's hanging. It's just hanging down. And in fact, what you'll find is you can still get this crown knuckle even though your elbow is down. So your shoulder down, elbow down here. Yeah, that's looking very nice. Good work. Yeah, good. Okay, as you were. We are in a right bow stance to the front left corner. So we're going to do a left heel kick. And from here, turn body, chop with fist. Sink, don't change the arms. Turn or walk your way around. Shift the weight over. Chop, heel touch, 30%. Shift forward your weight. So from here, step forward and punch down. Shift weight slightly. With body turning, turn the right toe, deflect down, step through into a bow, brush with the left hand, punch to the groin, torso forward, bend in the elbow. Apparent closing up, straighten your torso, lift the arms, left hand goes to the left palm up, shuttles under the right, sitting back, ward off arm with the left arm, turn the chest to square as palms go in front of the ribs, pushing up and out. Cross hands, shift back weight with body turning, big circle to the front right corner, rotate the arms, cross in front of you. Let me just check one of the things I will remind you in your cross hands. Yep, most of you are looking good. We don't cross at the wrists, we cross at the forearms a little bit behind the wrists. Yep, good. So from here, embrace tiger, return to the mountain, which you know. Roll back. Press. Push. And diagonal single whip. So the right foot goes to the front, 12 o'clock direction. Hook arm to the side, 3 o'clock. Step out to the diagonal, single whip. You're looking to the corner, torso is vertical. And stop. Okay, so what I would like to do is just to watch you doing this from cross hands. So there's a couple of things there This is stuff you know from the traditional form, but some of us are still not quite precise on the details. So I just wanted to review particularly the arm and body movements in embraced tiger and in rollback. So let's see what would be a good way to do it. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to go in the same direction as you. So we're in cross hands. Shift to the right, turn the left toe in. So now here I want you to pay attention. The first thing you do is the right elbow drops and the right arm extends. Then the left arm comes down, the right arm comes up, and you do a brush knee. And stop. So this is the thing that I want you to pay. So what I've noticed, some of us from here to go into that brush knee, we're just putting the arms at the side and then doing a brush knee. There's actually a delicious little transition here. So what's happening is that the right elbow is going to drop down and the elbow is going to open. So as the right elbow drops and the right elbow extends, you now have space for your left arm to come down as the right arm comes up. So you know for brush knee, so for example, the first time we do brush knee, we're from hand strum to lute. You know, the one hand goes down, one hand comes up, and then they reverse and they meet in the corner. You want the same thing here. So we're starting here. Drop the right elbow, extend the right arm. Then the left arm comes down, the right arm goes up. They meet in the back, brush, and push. Yeah. Is that, let me just watch you do that. So just start from cross hands and then do that brush knee effectively. Yes. Yeah. And stop. So the coordination, the checkpoints are, so we're starting here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put in a half. So half is half to here. 1 to give you room. 2, 3. So again, half is to here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And that will, I think you will be able to feel the reason why your arms are doing a deflect and doing a push, just as in brush knee. Yes, circle to the corner like that, brush and push. Yeah, good. Any questions on that? The other thing I want to talk about is rollback, and this rollback, we have it in Embrace Tiger twice, but we also use it in the form when, for example, we've done parry, block, and punch. When we've done turn, pony, chop with fist, we go into parry, block, and punch. We have, you can see we're in a right bow stance. We have this movement, and instead of doing a rollback, we do parry, block, and punch. So the movement that I'm going to review now, we use at least 4 times in the traditional form. So I'm going to face you, and so I'll just talk us through it. So right foot forward, we've done essentially this, what is a right brush knee. So the first movement is as the weight starts shifting back, you're going to rotate your left hand and lift the right hand in front of your shoulder. So as your weight shifts back, rotate the left and lift the right. Then as you keep shifting back, the left is going to come in and the right is going to go out, and then you're going to do a rollback. So again, it's really easy for us from here to just say, oh, yeah, I'm just going to do a rollback to here somehow. So let's be precise. So let's talk that through. So 1, start shifting back weight, rotate the left hand, lift the right to the shoulder. That's 1. 2, push out with the right forearm, pull with the left arm, shift your weight 70% onto the back leg. Now turn the waist, and that finishes it. So again, 1, start shifting, rotate the left hand, lift the right in front of the shoulder. So the right hand is sitting in front of the shoulder. 2, push out with the right forearm, pull with the left hand. 3, turn the waist. The weight shift coordination, just to be clear, the first movement when I rotate my left hand and lift my right, I'm coming to about 50-50. So I'm 60-40, I'm coming to about 50-50. Here, I'm 30-70. So here I'm 70% in the back. Then it's just a waist turn to finish the rollback. So let's just do that together. So we've done this, what is essentially a brush knee right. Right foot forward. Okay, 1, rotate the left hand, lift the right. 2, pushing out with the right, pulling with the left. 3, turn the waist. Again. So 1, shifting back. So Sharon, I think you may be the wrong way around. The right hand is by your hip. Left hand is out. That should make it easier. Yeah. And right foot forward. Yes. Okay. Other way around. Unless you're mirrored, yes. Right hand by the hip, left hand is out. Yeah. Now, lift the right hand in front of the shoulder and rotate the left hand palm up. Keep the left arm out. 2, push back, shifting the weight back. 3, turn the waist. Up, nice. Again, one more time. So starting right bow stance, left hand out, right hand by the hip, shifting weight back, lift the right hand, rotate the left, pushing out with the left, pulling with the right, shift weight, then waist turn at the end. And from there, press, push, single whip. Okay. Questions?
No, I just had a very short night, with little sleep, short.
Yep.
So I can't tell my left from my right?
Yes. Actually, I have that problem nights that I sleep well. So I struggle
I
with
have
that.
that problem when I teach.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Any other time I'm fine, but when I teach, I'm always calling the wrong hand.
Yes.
I just know things are a little more difficult tonight because
It makes things a lot more difficult. Yeah. So
Yeah.
under normal circumstances, you would have that.
Maybe.
But I suppose, learning it when you're tired is like doing exercise against resistance. You work the mental muscles a bit more because they're working in adverse conditions. Okay, so the new transition we're learning today is fist under elbow from diagonal single whip. So let me just demonstrate that, and then we'll talk it through. So again, I'm going to demonstrate it in the same direction that you went. So we started here, we did embrace tiger, we came into single whip here. So now we're in single whip. We're going to do fist under elbow, shift forward weight, release the hook, step with the right foot. That's 1. Shift weight back, pull the left hand down, pivot on the left heel, pick up the left foot, change footwork, lift the left hand and punch. If I do it in the other direction, you can see a few other things. So I'm doing diagonal single whip from here. 1, I'm going to release my right hand. It's going to sit and I'm going to step around. As I shift my weight back onto the left, I'm going to pull down with the left hand. It's going to make a little circle here. Then as I establish my weight, I'm going to lift with the left, punch with the right. And just normal fist under elbow stuff. We finish with the hands either side of the center line, empty stance, heel touch. So to help make that, actually let's practice just that. You'll see there are a lot of correspondences to fist under elbow that we normally do from what is effectively a single whip. But let's do this one together. So we are in diagonal single whip, both stance to the southeast, 10:30. So one, shift forward weight, release the hook on the right hand, touch with the right toe. Your weight is still on the left foot. Shifting your weight back, pull with the left hand and start lifting, change footwork, right arm comes in, punching up and out. Again. So we're in diagonal single whip. One, release the hook and step. Left arm doesn't change. As you shift your weight back to the right, pull down with the left, change footwork, lift with the left, punch down in the general direction of the elbow with the right. One more time. Diagonal single whip. Shift weight forward, step, release the hook, shift weight back, pull down, lift, and punch. Okay. What I'd like to, are there any questions about that first? So what I'd like to do is just show you, and you can practice along if you want, to compare it to the fist under elbow, the way we learned it in the traditional form, because this is just a little bit shorter than the one we learned in the traditional form. Because in the traditional form, we start in push. Then, do we start in push? No. Yeah, we start in push, but we've done embrace tiger. So we're in a push to the back corner, so the northwest, which is 4:30. So we're going to pretend we're going to do a single whip, turn the right foot to the front, but we're going to push out to the side here. This is a transition. Our starting position is our both feet are pointing to 12 o'clock. We're going to step out, center line two sides, shift weight forward, ward off, grab and pull as we step around, shift weight back to the right, pull down, make a circle at the bottom, punch. So one of the things that we talk about, you'll remember when we do, I'll turn around and face the other way. So after we've done the transition, so we've pushed out to the side, somebody's coming to us from this direction. We're going to step out and connect. You can see I'm palm up. Then I'm going to rotate palm down as my right foot comes around. I'm going to shift my weight. Now I'm grabbed onto them. I'm going to pull them down. I'm going to lift their arm here, and then I'm going to punch them in the ribs. What we're doing in the 49 doesn't have the grab pull, because we're already starting in single whip, so that you could imagine that the hand's already grabbing. So the difference is in the 49, we don't sort of connect, grab, pull. We just start with like number 2. We just start here, and everything else is the same. The one thing I want you to notice though is we're starting in single whip. So the first thing we have to do is to release the hip, and I want you to make sure that you sit, in other words, have a little angle if you can, in the right wrist, because that's going to be the one that comes in and punches to the ribs. Okay, so let's do the 49 again. So we're in diagonal single whip. So shift weight forward, release the hook, step the right foot, left hand doesn't change. Shift back weight, pull down with the right, change footwork, lift with the left, punch with the right. Observe, you're in an empty stance, so 70% on the back leg. Make sure that you're not 50-50. Make sure you keep most of your weight back. Again. diagonal single whip, shift weight forward, release the hook, step with the right foot, come around, pull down, and punch. You might ask, where do I step the right foot? The answer is the same as in the traditional form. You want to put it in such a place that it's easy to make an empty stance to the side when you do it next. So for example, if I'm going to do it in this direction, I'm doing diagonal single whip here. I'm going to step my right foot here. So I'm to this corner. I'm going to step it here so that when I release, this is one line, two sides. So I need to step around just enough so that when I come back and turn to the side, I'm center line, two sides. So that's what you're aiming for. So why don't you try that? Let me just watch. Okay, the one thing that I want to highlight is, and I'm going to practice in this direction. Actually, the first thing is the hook hand. So let's just make sure that we all have the same hook hand, so it's pointing down. So when you release the hook, drop the elbow and sit the hand. So you want to start here. Some of us are going from here to just bringing the hand down and then making the punch. So what I'd like you to work on, and this is a fine point, but it looks nicer, is flex the right hand, then come in and make a fist. Yes. And then the last thing, let's just check, I can't see your fists, but make sure that the front of the fist is as square as you can make it, given constraints of fingers and joints and arthritis and with all the problems that we have. You want to have that as square as possible with the thumb rolled up in front of the second knuckle. Yep, the middle. No, those aren't, the knuckles are the pointy bits, the flat bit, the second flat bit, the middle flat bit, whatever that's called. Okay.
Flange.
Say again?
Flange.
Thank you. The second phalange. Yes. Now I'm going to have to look a word up after the class. Thank you, Donna. All right. So let's just practice that together a couple more times, and then we'll call it good. So single whip to the corner. Make sure your torso is vertical. Right hip down. So hip nice and open. So shifting weight forward, release the hook on the right hand, sit the right foot, step. Shifting weight onto the right, don't change the right hand, pull down with the left, change footwork. Now as the left hand comes up, the right hand punches in. Again. Single whip to the corner. Release the hook, shift your weight onto the left, step. Shifting weight back to the right, pull down, lift up, punch. Single whip. Shifting weight, Shift weight forward, release the hook, step. Shift weight back, pull down with the left. Lifting up, change to a heel on the left foot, punch. The last thing I will just remind you of is an essential we did a couple of months ago. Practice continues without interruption. Think to yourself, what's the magic word for practice continuously without interruption? What's the magic word? How do we do that? What's the method? The method is circles. So when we do this pull down, so we're going to do, if you imagine the whole thing, grab, pull. Now we're going to pull down. We're going to lift up. We're not just going to pull down and come back the same way. We're going to pull down and it's going to make a circle at the bottom. So it's pull down and make sure you've got this little circle here to keep the energy flowing smoothly. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to practice. Let me first check. Are there any questions? Okay. We're going to do this whole thing again from the beginning. We'll do the 49 from the beginning. So we keep practicing it. Then we'll do a quick cool down and we'll take it from there. So 49 form. Prepare. Opening. Grassbird's tail, ward off left. And when you're not thinking about what's coming next, think about relax. Think about lengthening your neck and softening. Ward off right. Think about that internal extension that's softening your body. Roll back. Press. And think about Young style. Push. Movements are continuous and even. Single whip. And here, something new, right? Cloud hands. 1. 2. 3. So this is cloud hands in the second section. Single whip. So you know what comes after cloud hands in the second section, right? High pat on horse. Right separation kick. Left separation kick. Turn body. Left heel kick. This is still the same thing. Left brush knee. But after this left brush knee, there's a new transition, which is hand strums the lute. Well, it's an old transition, but it's going off in a new direction. New transition, high pat on horse. And now we're in the third section, high pat on horse, thrust palm. That section goes on, turn body, cross kick, which is a right heel kick. Now we're going to jump again. So from this right heel kick, we're going to strike tigers. To the left. And the right. Turn body, right heel kick. This is still just the same old second section. Keep going. From here, twin fists. Left heel kick. But here's something new. So we're going to do the turn body, chop with fist from here. And from turn body chop with fist, new transition to punch to the groin. And another new one after punch to the groin, apparent closing up. But now imagine we're at the end of the second section, cross hands, second section of the traditional form, that is. Embrace tiger. Return to the mountain. roll back, press, push. And because this is like the beginning of the third section traditional form, diagonal single whip, and the new movement transition we learned today, fist under elbow from here. And after this, we'll do next week, we will do Golden Rooster. So normally, you know, from the traditional form, when we have fist under elbow, we're going to step back, repulse monkey. In the 49, we wedge in 2 Golden Roosters and then a repulse monkey. So we'll do that next week. So how's it going for everybody? What do you think of the 49?
Good.
It's a fun form, isn't it? Okay. Go ahead, Rogelio.
It messes up the fact that you already know the other order. So that's the trick, to sort of get rid of a little bit, but not completely of, because if you get rid of it completely, then you lose a lot. But yeah, it's halfway in between remembering some sequences, but forgetting others, or I don't know.
And
But
actually,
it's fun.
It's like Rogelio was. I don't know which conversation it was. Some of you may have been in that conversation. What I remember him saying about the seminar he was in recently. You know, Master Young describes a sequence as a library of methods and techniques that you can put together in any. You can put the books in the library in all sorts of orders, right? And so this is just a different order in which we put things, and it gives you a new perspective on all of them to see them in a slightly different order. 同学们，再见。
老许，再见。
嗯